everybody. What is happening? Paul here, and I'll be your DM for a little while. And I wanted to jump on live tonight because I didn't want to make any videos, to be honest with you. I just didn't want to create a video. I just said, you know what? There's things in my brain, there's things I want to do and share, but I just don't have the I don't know, fortitude. I need to do a fortitude check. Not a fortitude check. I need to do a constitution check. I failed it. Let's just say that I failed my constitution check, and I didn't want to make a video. So instead, I made a roll on my charisma, and I said we're going to go live. So here I am. So that's what you get when you fail your charisma check. You wind up going you wind up going live. And when you fail your constitution check, you go live. So I thought I'd answer a few questions tonight. Before we get into that, though, if you're watching this live right now with me, first of all, welcome in. Thank you for being here. If you are new to the channel, what I try to do is I call myself the tabletop tinker in a lot of ways, just because I like to tinker with things. I like to mess around with things. I like to just kind of fiddle around. I don't do this channel for bucks, and I don't even think I don't know if it'll ever be that way, nor do I think it's my goal. I simply see this as a vehicle to share my ideas and have my own little place on the web to just simply come in and say, hey, I want to share some ideas I have, something I did. And something, I'll tell you this, something that bothered me the other day, and another reason why I wanted to go live, is I heard somebody describe channels. They said that they're really tired of show and tell channels. And I thought to myself, that's interesting, a show and tell. Now, I do some show and tell because I do show and tells. I tell you about, unboxings and things of that nature. I'll do, the dungeon in a box. I've done that. And I think I was offended by that in a way, in a good way, maybe. Maybe I was offended in a good way because here's the deal. You guys watch a lot of channels, probably like I do. And I might stop watching a lot of channels, not because they're bad or anything, but because I think trying to develop, I don't want my channel to be like everybody else's channel. I don't want to cover what everybody else is covering. You notice that I stayed away from all the OGL stuff. I stayed away from all that stuff because I just wasn't interested in it. First of all, I'm probably not smart enough to figure all that stuff out, and you guys have other resources for that. The thing that I would like to bring to the table, did you see what I did there? What I bring to the table is my stories of my table. 20 people will share their view of the OGL, whatever Wizards might be doing, all that stuff, industry news. I'm just not interested. I'm interested in making your table better. As I make my table better, because I'm always growing, I always feel like I'm developing, I always feel like I'm learning something new. And in doing that, I think that's the uniqueness of the channel here. I don't want to be just a show and tell. And I think that's what it corrected me in a lot of ways, is that they didn't want to watch show and tell. And I agree, listen, there's a lot of great show and tell. They will share things with you, and I'm still going to share things with you. There's going to be some show and tell, folks. I got news for you. I'm going to keep showing, and I'm going to keep telling. That's how it's going to work. I'm just going to keep showing off stuff as I get things. But what I think, like I said, what is unique is what I do at my table. Nobody can copy what I do at my table, and nobody can copy what you do at your table. And so my goal is to make your table better. My goal is to offer ideas, inspiration, encouragement through what's happening at my table to make your table better. And that's when I'm tinkering around with things. And then there's the whole Flint Fireforge thing, which is just kind of a fun name, just a fan of Dragonlance. And every time I pop up in somebody's that knows the War of the Lance or Dragonlance books or anything like that, they go, oh, look, Flint Fireforge is here. And so I think that's just fun. That's just maybe a thing I like doing, just to pop in, just kind of get on people's radar and stuff like that. But I am really a tabletop tinkerer. I like to just tinker with things at the table and then share them with you all. So yeah, I'm going to answer some questions tonight. So if you have questions and you're here and you're brand spanking new, by the way, feel free to subscribe. If you're watching this later on, would love for you to be a part, and you can subscribe here. And then, if you really like the video and things that I'm talking about, well, hit that thumbs up button. And then that way, that tells me that you like videos and you like when I go live. And that way, I'll do more of these. I think I'm going to do more of these because that's another thing, is that maybe not as many people do live shows or like to talk live for whatever reason. But I find that's to be my best way to do things. It's just going live and taking things off the cuff and answering questions or just sharing. I've built up a lot. In my head, I wanted to do a lot of different videos, but I think I'm just going to do 2 and 3 ideas in a live video and then go ahead and make those into other videos that if you don't want to watch a whole live stream for it, well, then it'll be out there in the world for you to be able to follow. So what has been going on? So that's it. Enough of that. That's enough of the introductory things of my thoughts on where I think this channel's going, what I think I'm going to be producing more of, doing more live, answering more questions, do a little bit of show and tell, but really just bring the uniqueness of what I do at my table and maybe share it with you to make your table a little bit better. That's the goal.